Oops. Hey everybody, welcome to a very brief after the holiday FabFit Friday. I'm working on something that I've been working on for since, let's say, May. And if I've been working on it since May, my guess would be, or your guess would be, that it's not my specialty. So I'm going to share something with you, and I'm sharing it with you because I'm pretty sure my social media manager does not watch my live stream videos. She's way too busy. Plus, she's busy celebrating Hanukkah right now. Hey, hello. Let me just say hi to Hey Ann's Fashion Studio. Hello and Merry Christmas back to you. Hey Tana, first time for FabFit Friday on time. All right, so this is not a traditional FabFit Friday. So my little story here is I've been working on a gift for my social media manager because she had a baby this past spring. So I decided that I wanted to knit her a baby sweater. And I am not a pro knitter, right? So I try to knit. I'm like learning to knit. Hey Barbara, welcome. Hello from Pennsylvania. Hope everyone's holiday was great. My holiday was nice. I went to my sister's for Christmas Eve. I went to my brother's for Christmas Day. I didn't have to host anything at my house, which was nice. And then I got to babysit my sister's dog, Zoe, while she was having an extended little vacation up New Hampshire with her in-laws. So that was fun. Hey, Jay, Melissa, welcome. So it was nice. I hope everybody had a nice holiday as well. And if you're celebrating Hanukkah, I hope you continue to celebrate. So that's my get out of jail card for this little project I'm going to share with you today. Like I said, I'm 99.9% sure my social media manager does not watch my videos. So I feel safe to share this little project with you. I've been working on it since May. And you know how, like, if any of you knit, does anybody knit here? So I'm not a pro knitter, but I have managed, let me just get this out of the way here. Let me just get myself a little bit out of the way. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so here's the story. I'm making this baby sweater, and I literally spent all day yesterday finishing it. So it's this nice raglan sleeve top down sweater with rolls, which makes it really easy to finish. Oh, Anne's Fashion Studio said we had a beautiful white Christmas. Oh, in Canada? Well, guess what? I actually took the time to go hiking on Christmas morning, and it snowed just enough to make it feel like a white Christmas here. We probably had like 1.5 inches, 2 inches on the ground, and it was beautiful. And first white Christmas here in many years. I think 2009 was the last time we had a white Christmas. So I'm feeling you, Anne. It was really nice to have snow on the ground. All right, so this sweater is one that my sister has made many times. I'm going to show you the pattern here. It's Yankee Knitter Designs top down roll raglan for kids. And now that I'm thinking about it, I was almost not going to come on today because I want to finish this today, but I thought I would share with you because this is a lesson in persevering when you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so, while I'm good at a lot of things, I'm not a fabulous knitter. So I knit this, and again, I finished it yesterday. I wove in all my ends, and then you'll notice I've got something started over here. I just want to show you. So you can see I'm embroidering on the knitting, and I'm embroidering over the knitting to make it look like intarsia. Oh, and look I talk about intarsia like I know what I'm talking about. Intarsia is when you switch colors and you knit. So this is actually not intarsia. This is embroidering over the knitting. And, because I'm not a great knitter, just making the sweater would have been enough for me. But of course, I can't let things like that go if I can think of a way to personalize it. So this is kind of fun. I'm going to show you a picture from my social media manager's Instagram account, and then you're going to understand, I think, what I'm trying to do here. Let me just find her. It'll just take a second. Hold on, I should have had that queued up. All right, so I'm going to show you the picture of her new daughter because it's on social media, so you can go see if you want to. But basically, look at this stinking cute picture. So there is Zora, and she's looking at her menorah. Look at how beautiful, first of all, that baby is, and then their menorah is a dinosaur. And they're really, really into, you know, playing Dungeons and Dragon kind of board games. So, you know, I decided, now remember, there's the dinosaur. I decided to make a chart for that dinosaur. This is, okay, so, all right, so first of all, this sweater represents probably 4 sweaters. I started it and took it out like 3 times. So I would have had this done a long time ago if I hadn't had to start and restart. I didn't like the way my, in my first few versions, see this is how you do a lean left, a lean right to create this increase and create the raglan sleeve seam right here. And then you knit the sweater, and then you put the part of the sleeve, once you get to here, you put some scrap yarn, hold your stitches, and then you continue to the bottom, and then you pick up the stitches and do the sleeves. That's how that works. Oh, Barbara, thank you. You did a wonderful job. Thank you. And Anne says it looks very professional to me. Well done. And Melissa says you knitted a sweater. That's a great job if you ask me. Well, you're looking at the first sweater I've ever knit in my entire life. This has been just like a true adventure for me. So getting back to this. So first I thought I was going to, like I said, knit intarsia. But then when I went to my local knitting shop, they told me that you don't knit intarsia in the round. Even though I saw some tutorials on YouTube, but I couldn't follow them. Like I just couldn't do it. I'm not that great of a knitter. So after I knitted it, I looked up some tutorials on how to embroider over. So what you're looking at here is, so I started in the middle because that's where I knew where it was. So that's these stitches right here. And I'm putting little dots as I do the stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way up to the nose. And then I'm going to start going, I'll go up here and finish these, and then I'll just keep going left to right to finish it. So that's what's holding me up now. And actually, I just want to show you, I thought, oh, it looked really easy to do that sort of embroidering on sweaters, but I just want to show you, I had a couple hissy fits. So this is like the 3rd time I tried to do the, embroidery, and I had to keep snipping it and cutting it off because it wasn't looking nice. So the reason why I was having trouble is the tutorial I watched, the V's were face right side up, right? So I was following along the tutorial, and I'm just going to show you how to do this quickly to finish up. I'm literally just hopped on to make sure everyone had a wonderful holiday, to say hello, and then to show you something I'm working on where I'm not a professional. And then I'm going to get off and I'm going to finish it because I really want to get it, block it, and get it in the mail to her before the end of the year because this should have been done months ago. So basically, one of the reasons why I was having trouble is because this is a top-down sweater. So my V's are upside down. They're like this instead of like this. So when I was following the tutorial, it was hard for me to, not hard, but I was having a hard time. So here are some of my my pro tips as a beginner embroidering on knitting. Oh, hey Victoria. Oh, you said good Oh, great job. Going to be cute with the dinosaur. I'm really excited because I know they're going to know what it is. I mean, I think it looks just like the silhouette of their menorah. So I'm pretty sure they're going to recognize what it is. And I made the 2-year size. So even though she'll be a year old this spring. Also, this is a cotton linen yarn. It was kind of a pain to work with. I don't know why I picked that, but I'm just going to show you quickly how to do this. So in case any of you want to embroider on your, on your hand knitted projects, I'll give you some little tips from a beginner. Things that in the tutorial that I watched, and I watched a couple of them, and these things were not mentioned in the tutorial, so I'm not going to tag the tutorials because I don't want to say, oh, I watched that, but they didn't say this, that, and the other thing, because I was watching professional knitters do this, or people who were doing knitting tutorials. But the first thing is you really have to keep your stitches loose or they sink into the stitching of the sweater. So that was the first thing. It took me several tries to figure out I was pulling it too tight. So I'm going to have I cut myself a piece of yarn, okay? And what I'm going to do is so this is the neck right here. These 3 dots, 1, 2, 3, I did those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then the 4th one is right here. So I've already done these 2. So now I'm going to do these 2, and then I'm going to work myself down. So I'm basically going to do the top of his head right now, and I'm just going to show you how to do it. And then after I show you how to do it, I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to continue to do it till it's finished because I'm really on a mission here. So this is why this was kind of confusing for me. I'm going to turn it to the side and I'm going to zoom way in. That's as zoomy as I can get here with my lens. But basically you want to come in to the top. So you have to look at it like this. Okay, so this is the row right here that I'm working with. So I need to come in right at the top of the next one, which is right here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, plus I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Hold on. So I already did those. Okay, so I'm doing the front of his forehead right there because I already did the middle one right there. So see, we've got 1, 2, and this will be 3. So I'm going to pull it out at the top or the base of the V, which for me is at the top of the stitch because mine are upside down. Remember, a V looks like this in stockinette. Well, mine are like this because I'm doing top down. So once I leave a generous tail so I can weave it in, then what you do, and I think this is pretty clever, I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see. You go from the top to the bottom and you basically stitch underneath or in the spaces at the ends of the V's like this. Let me just make sure I get it right. Also, the other thing is I started with a plastic needle and that was not good. I had a hard time getting where I wanted to be. Now notice, as I pull this, I'm going to keep it nice and loose. Like I'm not going to pull it tight. And then you just go right back up into the top of the V to finish it. So that seems really easy, but it took me a while to get my technique down. I literally took it apart like 3 or 4 times. So now we've got the top of his head. So now I'm going to come back down and I'm going to do these 2. Except I have to extend one more for his nose. So part of it is planning how I'm doing this. I'm not going left to right like a traditional chart because I had to start in the middle and work over here to make sure I centered him. So now I've done this and this. So I'm going to jump over here and do this one next. And then I'm going to fill, and then I think I'm going to jump over here and then I'll go back this way. So you got to sort of plan how you're going to stitch. Oh, Jay Melissa says, did you know that they make water-soluble hand embroidery patterns might be easier to sew the next time? That's kind of a cool idea. I'm going to look into that because this really was quite the thing. Of course, I always try to do things I don't know how to do. I don't know if that's one of my little known facts. Like if I don't know how to do something, I do it anyway. Like I just try to do it. All right, so we need to go and get this one right here. So I'm going to go to the top of this one, and it's one down from the top of his forehead, like this. Okay, so again, once I'm in the top, I'm then gonna stitch through the base of the legs of the V like this. And then I'm gonna go up and get the top of the V again, except I'm saying top of V because it should be the bottom of the V or the base of the V if I was going right side up. All right, so I've got that one. Now I'm going to go diagonally over one more lower. And this is actually the very tip of his snout. So this is as long as he gets. This is the very right hand tip of the design here. I finally made it over to the side. Okay. Like this. All right. All right, so now I have, looks very exciting. I have the very tip of the V of his snout right there. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do right underneath the one next to it. So I'm going to come in up here. And then because I'm now going in this direction, now that I'm going in this direction, I'm going to turn it this way and catch the bottoms of the legs like this. And again, the goal here is to keep everything nice and loose. Let me just look and see what the back side is doing. Oh, I don't want to catch my previous tails. I think after this next one, I'm going to weave these ends in so they don't get in the way. But that's what the back side looks like. See? All right, so let's see. All right, I've got that one. And again, you want to keep it nice and loose. So now I'm going to go to back up to the top like that. And so I think once it starts to fill in, it'll really show what it is. So you can see I've got two there. And now I'm going to just keep filling in. So I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. I'm going to hop off in a minute. I just really wanted to come on and show you. But basically now you can see I've got, there's his head right there. There's his nose right there, which corresponds to his head and his nose. And then I just did, I did that and I did that. So now I'm going to do these two, and this, and then I'll be able to just go keep filling in until I can go left to right. So that's the project I'm working on, and when it's finished, I will take good pictures, and after she gets it, I'll share some of the other process that I had. But I don't know, I think sometimes it's good to do things that you're not a pro at. It kind of reminds you that when you're teaching something to somebody that you're a pro at, it kind of puts you in the student's place. So I like to stretch my, whatever you want to call it, and try things I don't know how to do, or spend time working on things that I don't know how to do, because I think it makes me a better teacher in the end, because I can put myself in the place of, you know, a student. So So really, I just wanted to come on. I know a lot of people are probably visiting still or traveling or whatever. So I decided I just wanted to come on quick and continue to wish everyone a happy holiday. Now we can, oh, Ann's, Jay Melissa says, can't wait to see the end result. And Ann's Fashion Studio says it's very, very impressive. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to hold the very, very impressive part. I'll be impressed if I finish it and it actually looks like the dinosaur I'm hoping. I'm still, the jury's out with me on if I'm not going to be able to really finish it. I thought when I watched the initial tutorials, I'm like, oh, that's so easy. I can just do it. So I took it downstairs and I tried to do it last night on the couch. Could not do it. I came back up this morning and I still screwed it up a couple times. So this is like this is representing like after probably an hour of practicing, I'm able to get this very simple stitching thing done. So anyway, if any of you are knitters, I will put a link to this, this pattern, the Yankee Knitter design, because this is an easy sweater to knit, even though I had to start it 4 times. But again, I'm not a great knitter, first sweater ever, and I think my yarn was a little bit challenging. Oh, oh, it will. We have confidence in you. Oh, I love you. Thank you so much. All right, so that's it for now. This is the final FabFit Friday before New Year's. So I just want you to know, everyone, I am charging into 2025 with my sales raised. It's going to be a great year. I have a lot of things planned. I can tell you one of the things I have planned that I'm super excited about is I'm going to offer a semi-private in-person pants fitting. So I'm only going to let 2 people come for a long day of start to finish pants fitting in person near my house at a tailor shop. So I'm going to be holding a semi-private pants fitting at a tailor shop in February. So you guys are the first to hear of it. That's one of the things going on my calendar. I'm going to finish planning everything else out, and I'm going to have a New Year's Day newsletter, which will outline a lot of the things that I will be doing so you can plan your year if you want to spend some quality time with me. So that's what's happening. I want to say, Barbara says, good luck, Happy New Year. Karen says, Happy New Year and best wishes. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I'm going to be doing my usual going to City Fish with my daughter, picking out some yummy seafood and making something scrumptious for New Year's Eve dinner with my daughter. And I think my husband will be home this year. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I'll probably be in bed by 9:30. But in any case, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year. I will see you next week for the first FabFit Friday. I'm going to be showing you my finished twisted leg jeans. I will have the back pocket designs. If anyone has embroidery, I will have that available for you next week. And I'm going to be starting my second pair of stretch jeans in the jean sew along that's continuing. So that's going to be what's happening next Friday. So I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. Oh, hey DIYer girl, Happy New Year. Happy to see you. Thank you all for spending some time with me during this busy holiday season. I really appreciate you guys coming on to see my little project. But in any case, I will share photos of the entire finished thing once I send it off. And she gets it and she knows what it is, and I can share it on social media. I can't share it on social media. She's my social media manager. She would see it. So it's still a surprise unless she watches this video. But I don't think she, like I said, I don't think she watches my videos. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a happy weekend, and I will see you